Hello everyone, Ray Pedraza on the McAllen Cable Network here in the town of Peñitas, which is between La Jolla and Palmview. On Tuesday afternoon, there were concerns here of a possible levee break. As more floodwater from Hurricane Alex and Tropical Depression 2 was released from Falcon Dam into the Rio Grande, Tuesday afternoon, Hidalgo County, the city of McAllen, and several other municipalities were responding to a potentially disastrous situation near the Penitas pump house, just off of Military Highway. It appeared as if high river water lapping against the levee were about to break it.
The concern is the erosion that's coming in from the water that keeps hitting the embankment here along this pump house. Water
was mysteriously beginning to puddle on the opposite side of the levee, flooding the yards of several Peñitas homes. Hidalgo County Judge Rene Ramirez said IBWC and other experts on scene attributed the water rise to seepage from underground pipes. Nonetheless, county officials and their partners from McAllen weren't taking any chances. They called in a convoy of dump trucks loaded with reinforcement for the levee bank.
The levee here has started to deteriorate a little bit, so what we're doing now is we're bringing in rubble, riprap, and we're going to reestablish the levee, build it back up, reinforce, and then pump out some of the seepage that has come underneath the levee. Rubble riprap is just recycled concrete, broken concrete from other projects, whether it be white paving or concrete foundations, and they take it and break it up to dispose of it, and we take it and recycle it and use it as riprap. It helps as a hard barrier against water and waves.
A levee break could potentially drown the city of Peñitas. Don't want to think about it, but if that levee were to break, what would the consequences be?
It would be devastating to people that live in this community. Property for sure, and hopefully not lives, but the potential is there.
Aside from being neighborly to the town of Peñitas, McAllen had flooding concerns of its own. If there were to be a levee break here, it would create problems for McAllen downstream.
That's our concern as well. We also have an interest here as well. This could impact the north side of McAllen. All this goes through the Mission Inlet and it carries over to our north side. So if this levee were to breach, then it could impact us on the north side with our levels and our ditches and maybe cause overflowing.
Hidalgo County Emergency Management Coordinator Tony Peña says this situation is only one of many created by all the recent rain.
This return rain, I'm calling it Hurricane Alex and its little brother L96 on the way back in liquid form coming down the river. That's creating all sorts of additional problems for us that we did not see from the original two storms. And we're having to deal with it on a case-by-case scenario because it's a very dynamic changing operation from top to bottom. And every time that we come up with one operation, two more spring up, and it's just one after the other. But we're dealing with it, and if it wasn't for the cooperation of every city and the county and all the organizations within, we'd never be able to get this gigantic task complete.
Mr. Peña and Judge Ramirez hope the levee holds here and elsewhere because it will likely be a long while before the Rio Grande water levels return to normal.
We'll be in this for 30 days.
In 30 days? Why so long?
That's the prediction because that's how much water is coming down from west of us down the river. So we need to be vigilant for a minimum of 30 days, and if we do get more rain, then that really changes the situation.
Now, this is not the only part of the levee system that Hidalgo County crews are keeping an eye on. On Monday afternoon, they evacuated the town of Los Ebanos, which was also being threatened by rising water from the river. I'm Ray Pedraza, and you're watching the McAllen Cable Network.